Hi, it's craftytinas, and today I'm going to show you how to make the penny slider card. I had this on one of my short videos asking if anybody wanted to see how it's made. Had a few people say yes. This is using the Puffy sticker. I made those. You can check out another video showing how it was made using the We Are Makers button press, Puffy sticker, and shaker shape insert. So you can make the Puffy sticker, check out my other video. This video is simply going to show you how to make this card. I'm going to show you how I make my flowers with the ink on the edges and how to assemble this. Let's get started. First thing you're going to need is a blank card, and you can add any background you want. I chose to use an embossed cardstock. I used this in an embossing folder, ran through an embossing machine. The next thing you're going to need is your Puffy sticker. You'll want to check out my other video for the Puffy sticker. Your saying or whatever you want your card to be, I added foam to the back. This is cardstock. I don't think you can see that, but that's a glitter gel pen. I used my silhouette to write this, and then I cut it out as an offset. This was also cut on the silhouette. We're going to need some greenery and flowers. Can't have a card without flowers. And then you're going to need this track. This is just cardstock with clear vinyl attached to the top of it. I put the clear vinyl on it before I cut it on my silhouette machine. The vinyl's optional, but it makes it a little more sturdy, especially with this thing going back and forth, and if you're like me, you play with it constantly, so you're going to want it to hold up. This track can be cut by hand. Simply cut your rectangle, punch 2 holes, and then cut the straightaways to make your track. You can cut it also using a die cut. They make these, I think they still call them penny sliders, I'm not sure. They could call them penny spinners. Now the reason they call them penny sliders and penny spinners is because you have to have a penny, or any little piece of metal will work. You need something heavy because it needs weight to guide it back and forth, otherwise it goes really, really slow. So you're going to need a penny. You're also going to need some double-sided foam and double-sided foam circles. These need to be smaller than your track, so it has to be able to fit with space. See how the big one is too big? It has to fit in here or it will not slide. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is put your track down because that's going to establish where your flowers and everything else goes around. So we're going to turn this over, and I'm just going to add some double-sided. This is to help hold the shape of the track and not get caught in the penny when it's going back and forth. And these are just double-sided foam that I cut. You can pretty much use any kind of double-sided foam. Circles, squares, it doesn't matter. You want to put it closer to the outside edge, not the inside edge, because you want to give your track plenty of room. And one more square. Press them down so they're sticking really good to your cardstock, and then remove the paper. Once you have all of them exposed, place it anywhere you want. Start with one end and work your way down. You don't want any bows or bubbles. You want it pretty flat. Once your track is done, we can assemble our Puffy sticker. In my other video, I will show you how to make Puffy stickers. I also show you how to cover the Puffy stickers with cleared vinyl to give them more of a vinyl feel. In this case, I put rhinestones on my flowers prior to my clear vinyl before making the Puffy sticker. And there is a video out there showing you how to do that. I will take my double-sided circle, place it in the center, and you just have to be close. It does not need to be exact. Remove the paper and place my penny in the center. I did not get it in the center. It's hard to look through the camera and see this. So now I have a Puffy sticker, a foam double-sided adhesive on both sides, and a penny. This is my spinner. Make sure you like and subscribe because I am going to show you what to do to this to make it a keepsake. So it's going to be something special, so make sure you subscribe so you can check it out later. You're going to put it in the bottom of the track, and it's best to go where the foam isn't. And I should have put it together before I put it on, but it does go on and off, trust me. And I just took it off. I'm going to put my penny in there. I should have put it together before I taped it down. I've taken this on and off so much that it's probably not working well anymore. You can assemble it and then put it down to your card. There we go. Stuff's not sticky anymore because I've done it too many times trying to practice for this video. Once I have that, I make sure that it's loose, and there's my spinner. The next step is adding flowers, and flowers are my favorite things. I like to add greenery to the back. I always like to put 3 flowers. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I like adding 3 flowers. So I'm going to put a flower here, a flower here, and a flower down here. And then I'm going to put my saying on this side of the card. So let's go ahead and put the saying. We're just simply taking the double-sided foam paper off the back. This is optional. You don't have to put foam. I like my sayings to stand up. I don't like them to be flat. They have depth. They just seem to me they look better. Now, I'm going to remove my flowers. I'm going to slide this up to make sure you can see everything I'm doing. I want my greenery to be on first. I'm simply going to put some adhesive there and add my greenery. I'm going to put some adhesive over here and add greenery. Now, I don't care that this is sticky because my flowers are going there anyway. The next thing I'm going to do is shape these flowers. See how they're very, very flat? They look like paper. I have a mouse pad. This is actually a coaster, but it's the same thing as a mouse pad. And with a flat edge, I'm just going to make a line from the center of my flower all the way out to the tip. And by doing this, I can now pinch the corner, the edges, and now my flower has much more shape to it. It looks more real. If you want to add a little extra element, you can add ink to the edge. Even if it's the same color ink, it's going to look like a real flower. It's going to have that, I don't know, different discolorment to the petal, different shape. But that's my first flower. This is going to go in the center, but again, this is very flat, and I already added the rhinestone to the center to save time. Using my finger and a flat surface, I'm simply going to curl up the edge of that piece of paper. And again, I'm pressing the paper between me and the flat edge. I don't know what this is. I've had it for so many years. You can use a ruler, any piece of plastic, cut a strip off of an old credit card, use the edge of that, anything that will let you shape the cardstock. And once I have this shape down, I want to add this to my flower. And I'm going to use a double-sided adhesive to do that, because I want the flower to have more dimension. I'm using this as a soft surface because it really will help you shape your flower. Once I have it the way I want, I'm going to add some more adhesive and press my flower. Make sure your flower doesn't come off the edge. You want to be able to get it in the envelope. The next one I'm going to do is this one, but you see how it's just very plain yellow. If I run it along the edge of my ink, I get nice pretty little petals. I can spend hours playing with flowers to put on a card, or I can spend 5 minutes. There's so much you can do with them. As you can tell, I've already done this one. Because this one's already done, I'm going to take a small dot, press it on the back, and put it here. For this one, I want it to dry, and I'm simply going to, again, curl the petals. It's very hard to show you what I'm doing, but I'm just scraping a piece of plastic along. If you scrape too hard, you will pull the petal off. But now I don't have a piece of flat paper anymore. I want to add this here first. So I'm going to use some double-sided adhesive. I would normally not use my big gun. I would normally just use a little piece somewhere. But for the sake of the video, I can't reach it. And I want this to go on my yellow. And again, I'm going to use some double-sided foam. Once I have that stuck on there, this can go behind, underneath, pretty much anywhere you want it. Again, I'm going to use my gun to add the double-sided adhesive. Just for the sake of the video, I'm going to stick it right here. And there you have it. It's very detailed, it's very thick, and very weighted. You're not going to want to put this in the mail unless you put it in a padded envelope, and you're going to have to pay a little bit more postage. It's better to give these as a gift in person. Personally, I don't mail cards anymore, so I don't even know what this would cost to put it in the mail. But it would absolutely be worth it to put it in a padded envelope and send it to someone. I mean, just the rhinestones and the sparkle of the vinyl in itself makes the card really pretty. Put anything you want inside, and you have a great card. Like and subscribe below so that you can get updates on when I'm going to make the next card. The next card is going to be another Puffy sticker, but there's a surprise on the inside. So make sure you subscribe and come back. Thanks!